earth, water, air, fire. Spirit, show us the energy so we may ascend higher. On our guides, angels, and ancestors we call to bring us messages for the highest good of all. Hello and welcome. This is your Psychic Tarot reading. Go ahead and take a deep breath, tap into your own intuition, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to pull Oracle and Tarot. I just wanted to share with you what I got in meditation for you. Okay, so the first thing I heard was Ode to Family, the song by the Cranberries. Okay, and the message I'm getting for this, from this is a message for a collective of souls. You may identify with being a light worker, a starseed, a chosen one, or none of those. We're just working with the language we have, of course, right? But this collective, this star family, right? Okay, so this is for a specific collective star family, all right, that's on the planet right now, okay? All right, so, and then I heard another song by Eminem, Sing for the Moment, Eminem and Aerosmith, specifically the words, words can be great, or they can degrade, or even worse, they can teach hate. Okay, and then immediately after that, I heard an MC Hammer song I don't think I've heard since it came out, which is Your Sweetness is My Weakness. I forgot that song existed, so that was kind of cool. Anyways, and then I heard Stay With Me by Shakespeare's sister. Okay, so this is a very strong, powerful collective of light workers who have really worked hard. They've been through a lot in their lives. You've been through a lot in your life, and you have tried to stay kind and loving and not bitter. Okay. And just through looking through the lyrics of some of these songs, like in Ode to Family, she says, understand what I've become. It wasn't my design. And people everywhere think better than I am. So being very misunderstood. And also, and in Sing for the Moment, he says, entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters. And that's when he says, words can be a motherfucker. They can be great, or they can degrade, or even worse, they can teach hate. It's like these kids hang on every single statement we make. Like they worship us, plus all the stores ship us platinum. Now, how the fuck did this metamorphosis happen? To standing on corners and porches just rapping, to having a fortune, no more kissing ass. But then these critics crucify you, journalists try to burn you, fans turn on you to get the hands on every dime you have. They want you to lose your mind every time you're mad, so they can make you out to look like a loose cannon. That's why these prosecutors want to convict me, strictly just to get me off of these streets quickly. Okay. And so what I'm getting from all of that is, when it's saying entertainment is changing, intertwining with gangsters, it's like, really, this is about culture and like societal brainwash, a cult society that works for the very few, right? Okay. And as a collective, we are standing up against this, right? We are, in that same song, it talks about in the beginning of the song, the Eminem song, these ideas are nightmares to white parents whose worst fear is a child with dyed hair and who likes earrings. Like whatever they say has no bearing. His thoughts are whack. He's mad, so he's talking back. Yeah, so standing up against this, right? Okay, and there's more lyrics. Go check out those songs to get more messages. Just for time's sake, I'll keep going. All right, and so then I heard, after I got all of that, I heard Confident by Demi Lovato, and I'm just going to share with you those lyrics really quick, and then we'll get some cards, okay? And so she said, it's time for me to take it. I'm the boss right now, not gonna fake it. I used to hold my freak back. Now I'm letting go. I'm making my own choice. I run this show. I leave the lights on. So leave the lights on. No, you can't make me behave. Okay, so you say it's complicated, that I must be out of my mind, but you had me underrated. What's wrong with being confident? Okay, and so, all right, and then I heard there's a light being switched on the planet right now, and we're the ones switching it on, okay? This collective, myself included, all right? And it's a choice, right? It's like, if you've ever listened to Abraham Hicks, she says this thing where there is no dark switch, right? There's where there is light and where the light is not shining. So if you want to see what's in the dark, you have to expose it to the light, right? You don't turn on the dark switch, right? But it's still a choice, right? Like, I have to make the choice to turn on the light. Okay. And so that's a metaphor for you. So making the choice to turn on your light, shine your light, being confident in your light, letting your freak flag fly. Okay. And it is a choice, right? Like, the light's not going to get turned on if I don't make the choice to turn it on, you know, or whatever the project or the thing you need to say or whatever it is, you have to make the choice to do that, right? Like recording this video, I have to make the choice. I have to get it set up. I have to do what I need to do. I have to push play, right? I have to make those choices. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some cards. I love this message. It's very powerful. I tried for several days to get this message out and have been met with some very funky, weird energy. So I am determined to get it out today. It's important that you get this. So let's get started and let's go, okay? And we're starting off with angels and ancestors. All the cards have been shuffled thoroughly that we'll be using, okay? On the bottom, we have drum, dream, and journey. Yes. Drumming to our own rhythm in our journey. Beautiful. Okay. Do they need to know, please? Highest good of all, Spirit. Okay, yes. Knight. Be brave and honest. Yeah. Right? It's like we're like leading the way, right? Showing the way. Bravery, honesty. Right. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the most important part. Okay. Because I got, after I heard Confident by Demi Lovato, I heard collective confidence. So this is about our collective confidence as we are turning the switch on, the energy is starting to balance out in the planet. Okay. So be brave and honest, right? Brave, honest knight. Okay, yeah. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Okay. Yeah. So this collective is able and has done the inner work and inner healing to be on the path that we're on now, right? All in divine timing. Okay. And you may have been in a hermit phase for a very long time. And now this pathway is opening up to come out of that. Okay. Beautiful. Staying on your spiritual practices, meditating, going within. Okay. Yeah. Look, warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. Yeah. Okay, so we've got knight, warrior. Absolutely. Okay, a lot of masculine energy here. Okay. Divine action. Let's get one more, please, from angels and ancestors. Okay. Yeah. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Yes. Absolutely. Shining your light, exchanging energies with others, creating abundance for all. Absolutely. Okay, let's move these back. Make sure you can still see. Okay. All right, I'm going to get some from Money Moves. Okay, so we've got be brave and honest, retreat and recharge, be fearless and stand strong. Yes, confident, standing strong in your energy, right? And exchange energy to create abundance. Let your freak flag fly, right? Like, what did she say in her song? She says, I used to hold my freak back. Now I'm letting go. I make my own choice. Absolutely. Okay. And on the bottom, it says money matters. Invest your money wisely. Yeah. Your money and your energy, right? Creating this balance. I'm getting this, creating this balance. Especially there needs to be a lot of balance within masculine energy here. All masculine. And these cards have lots of other things in there. And they're all of these are masculine energy. Okay. All right. Yeah. Guardian angel. Yes. It says some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angel. Right. So you're being protected. You're highly protected. All right. You can be brave, honest, true. Let it shine. Let your authenticity, I'm seeing this sword as like the sword of truth, the sword of authenticity, brave and honest, right? Let your truth shine. You're being protected through this. You are protected to be confident and let your light shine. Beautiful. What else? Okay. Yes. Spiritual work. Yes. You can't make this stuff up. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You're a light worker. Yes, absolutely. Right on target. Yeah. See how this similar pose here, right? Lotus position, okay? Very grounded. Have done the inner work to let your, see how the light is in here? You've done the inner work to let that shine out throughout to you and through you. Beautiful. What else? Okay, and we got 2. All right. Flexibility. Absolutely. It says adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change, etc. Be flexible in your methods. Absolutely. Not being concrete in your thinking, letting your mind be open and malleable, but strong, right? Absolutely. See how it's under this, be fearless and stand strong. Yes. Strong mind. Absolutely. And also, I forgot to tell you that numbers you might be seeing, 555 or 55 or 111. And 5s are about change. And this is talking about adapting, compromise, change, right? Coming out of this, of course, we'll always be doing inner work, right? But out of this hermit phase where we're letting this light shine out into the world, being flexible and open with a strong mind. Okay. And then we have closed door. All right. And right now I'm getting this as the door is closed. We were just talking about this, right? And not to say you don't dip in and out of hermit phase, but this collective has been in a very long, I just heard 2 to 5 year hermit phase. So that checks out with me as well. Okay. So yeah. It says no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. Yeah. So again, it's just this is the right time to come up out of hermit and go into warrior, to let your light shine, right? To exchange your energy. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, let's get one more from, oh, Quiet. One more, please. Do they need to know? Okay, yeah. Home-based. All right. And so I'm getting this as you could be working from home, having a spiritual business, spiritual work from home. Okay. Also, I'm getting your environment, your surroundings are very important. It's your sanctuary. And it says home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. Okay, so some of you might be moving, or you may be rearranging your home and making space, right? Exchange energy to create abundance. All right. So, yeah. So a lot of you are being asked to do like some decluttering, some organizing, and letting go of some things that are no longer serving you in the actual physical, making room for that energy, right? Yes. And again, also being able to work from home. And when your space is clean and clear, ready for the new energy, then that environment is your safe, healthy, happy place for you to create from. Yes. All right, let's get some tarot. Going to be using light seers. On the bottom we have the 5 of Pentacles, so there's that 5 there, right? Going through this change. Okay. And see, okay, so we've got the closed door here. This door is closed, right? Okay. So yeah, you may be mourning some of the, old aspects of yourself, or feeling the comfort of being in hermit mode or being behind closed doors. Okay. So you're being asked to just open up your energy a little bit more. You have everything you need. You're ready. Okay. You're ready to get up and, go to your happy place and to spread your light and energy. Okay. Totally normal part of the process though. Okay, it's about that change. Okay, so they need to know, please. Highest, good. Okay, yeah. Strength. Okay, yeah. Be brave and honest. You're protected. Like I just said, you have the strength. You have the strength to shine your light, to roar like a lion, to be yourself, to shine your light, and to show your heart and your vulnerability. They're your superpowers, right? Like we said in the song, your sweetness is my weakness. That's your strength, right? Don't confuse your sweetness with weakness, because that's your strength, right? That's what makes the other energies and entities weak, is your sweetness, your strength, your positivity, your love. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely. Yep. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning in your favor, right? And this is a 10. This is about ending of an old cycle, beginning of a new cycle, just like we were talking about here. Being centered and have done the work, moving the energy. Okay, it's moving in your favor. Beautiful. 2 beautiful major arcana here so far. What else? Okay, yeah. And we have 7 of Swords. All right. And this is falling right on top of this flexibility, right? And be fearless and stand strong. Okay, I'm seeing this as strategy. This is strategy. Okay, so using your logic and action, this masculine aspects of yourself. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. We all have feminine and masculine energies within us, right? So it's using not only your intuition, your light, your spirituality, but also your logic, which is ultimately a part of that as well. Okay, and being very strategic about moving forward. Beautiful. Yeah. And again, here with the protection of ancestors, okay, it's like, hey, back off. not messing with ours. This is ours, right? They have the light. Beautiful. And with the moon coming down here too, I'm getting, yeah, the strategy and being able to see in the dark, right? Feeling your way through it, using logic and intuition, the balance. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and look, this one was left on the table. 5 of Cups. Yeah. So here's another 5 here, all right? Like we were saying, 5s are important. This is about change. And it's like alchemizing these emotions, letting these emotions go, right? And you could have been purging a lot lately, crying or feeling very emotional, tired, drained. Okay. See how it's like drain, right? Okay. Again, part of the process, letting this go to alchemize this, right? And this is falling right here on top of this, right? And we looked at that closed door on the 5 of Pentacles, right? So letting it all go, letting the past be the past, old ways of being, belief systems, and forgiveness. I just heard and forgiveness, okay? And you may have experienced a lot of grief in the last few years. Okay, all right. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so remember at the very beginning of the reading, we had that drum, the drum beat. I can't remember what it's called exactly, right? But that drum. So marching to the beat of your own drum, taking this inspired action, right? To shine your light. Yeah, to shine your light. Beating the drum of your light, right? And this freedom, like this horse right here, right? This freedom to be yourself. This spark of inspiration, joy, divinity, right? See the joy on her face? Yes. And this is falling right on top of exchange energy to create abundance, right? So sharing your light, whether that's your art, your words, your music, your, you know, whatever it is for you, it's sharing with that. And it is this collective confidence, right? This is a confident card, right? This is a card of Leo. Leo's confidence, right? Confidence, this collective confidence that we have to shine our light and not be affected by the haters. I just heard, they see me rolling, they hating. Yeah, and you know, once you understand that that's about much more about the other person than you, it's like anybody who has any kind of success is going to have haters, right? You're going to have people that love you. You're going to have people that hate you. And the key is not to give in to either, to be yourself. The people that love you, of course, that's wonderful, but you don't have to go off of that approval either, right? Because that's almost like another binding that you have to have that, right? That's great if they do. And if they don't, oh, well, you know, oh, well. Okay. And yeah, I just looked down 8 of Cups. Oh, well, you know, go shine my light somewhere else. That's okay. You know, all right, let's get one more from the tarot. All right. Yeah. The Magician. Absolutely. Like I was saying earlier, you have all of the tools you need. Again, she's here in this lotus position. She's worked on herself. She's alchemized, right? Working her magic. She has her feelings, thoughts, emotions, and actions aligned to make her magic, to shine her light. Beautiful. And this, of course, is a number 1. And again, 1s are important. 111. Okay. All right. For the final message, I'm going to get you one from the Starseed Oracle, and we'll be reading out of the book for that. Okay. And on the bottom, surrender to sweetness. Absolutely. It says, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Beautiful. Okay. What's the final message, please? This beautiful collective of light workers. What do they need to know? Okay. Oh, yeah. And we have Hiraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yes, our star family. Okay, this is beautiful. I'm just going to cry. Hiraeth. Okay, let's read it. Okay, it says, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Hiraeth is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for the unity of Source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. Yes, this yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't really know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. Yes, it's a choice. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. Yes, you're being reassured that you didn't come here alone, and your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be in a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. Yeah, you're being reassured that you didn't come here alone. Yeah, you're here with your star family, with this collective. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now. Yes, to fully commit to living this life right now, to commit to putting 2 feet completely in. And the starseed soul inquiry is, how can you commit more fully to your life? Wow. I'm not often speechless, but I am speechless. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading, and I'm going to leave it here. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments. They mean the world to me. If this reading resonates with you, drop 555 in the comments, and let me know what's going on with you. Share some of your stories with me. I would love to hear them. I read the comments and respond to all of them. Okay. All right. Thank you, guides, angels, ancestors, for this beautiful, beautiful reading. We love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. And until next time, peace.